Hello and welcome back to, well, not another episode of Super Spares. You'll be able to quite clearly see that from the front of the screen here. This is a channel update video and also a personal sort of update video, just to let you know kind of what's been going on with me at the moment, and also just to make you aware of some of the future plans for the channel and what I'm expecting over sort of like the next few months. There's been a few things I've wanted to kind of get off my chest in the last couple of weeks, and I hope you find this sort of video interesting. I always feel that channels need to do update videos from time to time, and as I said, this channel really has been going for, I'd say, about 3 months now, and yeah, I just feel like it's time to let you guys kind of know what's really happening and what my sort of like future plans are, as I said, for the channel as well. So first of all, before we do get any further, you will be able to hear that I have a brand new microphone. Yay! No longer talking at the laptop into the built-in one. I have finally purchased a microphone, so thank you very much to Fatman Dupes and also Dr. Benji for this recommendation. I really do feel like it adds something, you know, to the actual video quality. And whoa, computer performance of 1. That is awful. Anyway, the kind of things I'm doing at the moment, just for this particular, I'm not really doing much on here. I'm just going to start up an unemployed game and just see where I kind of go from here. To just ignore all that stuff in the background. I just wanted to say, first of all, an absolutely massive thank you to the number of subscribers and also the views that we've been getting on sort of recent episodes. I haven't been checking the number of subscribers in a long while, but the only reason I know that what's happening is that in a recent interview that I did with Fatman Dupe, he mentioned to me that we were over 50 subscribers and over 2,000 views, which is just absolutely insane. I didn't think I'd be at this kind of level already, so it's just incredible. As I said, I don't know what I'm on at the moment. I'm genuinely not keeping an eye on it, so I honestly, I have no idea. I really do not have a clue what number of subscribers we're on, so thank you very, very much. The comments and all of the likes on the videos and the feedback that I get, they're the main things I'm looking out for at the moment. I just want to continue to produce quality on the channel, gradually get better and better with each sort of episode, and just see where it takes us, really. Now, you may well have noticed that at the beginning, in the first couple of months, there was sort of like daily updates and daily videos on the channel, and over the last couple of weeks it's slowly sort of tailored away, and the simple reason of it being is that well, I've moved house, which hasn't helped. That kind of thing, when you are moving, the video side of things just comes to a bit of a grinding halt. And yeah, I mean, I haven't been 100% in terms of feeling well. There's been a few issues where sort of health has had to kind of prioritize uploading videos and also making content as well. I do work full time and I've got a job. I won't say with a company, but I do work for a financial sort of like company. So with my type of job, I have to be concentrating 100% of the day, and it has knackered me out to the point where you sometimes just get home and you can't really be bothered to play Football Manager, even open up the laptop, let alone recording something and trying to put the sort of level of enthusiasm that I like to do into my sort of gameplay. And as I said, I've just come home some days and I've just thought, no, it's just not going to happen today. So, nothing to worry about in terms of health-wise, but it's just aches and pains that have been progressing worse over the last 6 months or so. They've gradually got to the point where someone at the doctors and hospital have finally taken me seriously, but I'm hoping things will get better in the next few weeks and months, etc. Now, putting all of that sort of stuff aside, obviously the community side of things has been a massive discussion point in the last sort of few weeks, and as a newcomer I do get some people who ask me from time to time what my thoughts on it are, and to be honest, I kind of see both sides of the argument. And for me personally, as long as somebody is prepared to at least listen and give me some feedback, that's as much as I really want. I would like it if there was some sort of site or something the Football Manager did to to potentially put on different different sort of things in terms of who makes what type of content and who does this type of channel. But I understand that it's not something that they necessarily have to do, which is fair enough. It's not within their remit to do that, but it would be nice if they did it, because before I joined the sort of Football Manager community as such, I had no idea that a number of Football Manager creators existed. So I would like to think that probably is the same for the majority of people who don't watch or aren't part of the actual so-called community as such. I don't really think it's fair that some people are having a massive go at some of the bigger YouTubers. I get their point to a certain extent, but if we create the content, the recognition will come at a later point. I think it's when you're being ignored by the bigger YouTubers. I think that's where there's some sort of distance between the bigger with YouTubers with thousands of videos and the people who've got hundreds. I think there is a massive gap between them, and whether or not that's obviously just in viewerships, but I also think it's in terms of buddies and friends within the so-called community. I think there are cliques, which for a game like Football Manager, there really shouldn't be cliques of people who get on well with each other. It should just be a universal thing. I mean, you may well have personal differences between one or two people, but for the majority of times there shouldn't really be the kind of conflict that there is. But that's just my opinion on it. I don't want to get involved in all of it. I haven't come onto YouTube and I haven't started to make any type of videos to get involved in all that sort of stuff. It's not really my game. I would just tell people straight what I think about them, and as I said, I haven't got time for all the bitchiness and he said this and he said that. I'm not really interested in it, so I'm going to put all of that sort of stuff to one side because I didn't want to talk too much about it in the video. But in terms of the future plans for the channel, well, in terms of the actual series, the plan is that once the Tottenham save that we've currently got going at the moment reaches a point where we either win the Champions League or we win the Premier League, then I'm going to run a poll to see whether or not people want me to do another challenge, because I've got a couple of teams in mind lower down the English pyramid that I'm going to start off with and trying to build something massive with them. Now, as I said, I will run a poll to see whether or not people want me to continue with the Tottenham save, because a lot of people have liked what we're doing with that, and the fact that there are, promoting English players and promoting youth players ahead of so-called foreign players. So that will be interesting to see whether or not people actually want to sort of continue to do that. And as I said, I'll be running a poll on it depending on the results, I suppose, of this season, really. If not, we're just going to continue until we win something. So that's the plan in terms of that. I will continue to do the odd experiment video from time to time. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoy doing them, and people have said to me all the time, you've got to do what you enjoy doing. That's the whole aim of it. If you're enjoying it, then other people will enjoy it as well. So that's potentially going to be happening. I am involved in the occasional sort of podcasts and stuff like that as well, to give my thoughts on what's going on in football as a real world, and that's something I'm going to be potentially doing on my own as well. I haven't talked to anybody about it, and it's just a thought that's kind of going through my mind at the moment. I want to start doing sort of like a weekly sort of like opinion piece where from time to time I do the occasional prediction thing for lower league football, sort of like League 2, League 1 and stuff like that, because anyone can give a prediction on the Premier League and it gets quite boring after a while, but I don't really feel like lower league football is covered as much, and that's something I really want to start getting involved in. Potentially maybe we'll have people on from time to time, but I think for the time being it'll probably just be something I do. There's going to be sort of like top 5 videos as well where I talk about certain things in football as well. I've got a few ideas other than FM. I want it to be a football based channel rather than just Football Manager, but that's something I'll gradually get into over time. Apologies if I've sort of been distracted during this video. I'm currently watching the Southend Burton game, which is on Sky at the moment. Really decent game actually between two good teams, and I feel that this is something I need to discuss in a later video, because I don't feel like these type of games are given enough coverage as they are. But this is a really decent game. So at the point of recording this, I can't remember the exact date. What are we on now? We're on the 22nd of February. So this video may well be coming out a couple of days later. But, whew, what a goal. Oh, just seen Barnett's goal for Southend. What a hit. Anyway, enough of that. So, yeah, as I said, not really much to kind of update you on, but it's really just future plans for the channel was the most important thing. Thanking everyone a massive amount for all the support. Everyone, you all know who you are if you've watching these videos. The people who view them, people who have subscribed, people who leave comments. Anything that you do, any feedback that I get is really, really, gratefully appreciated. So thank you very much. I'm now going to start this particular save behind closed doors at an unemployed team, and yeah, well, I can't wait to start doing that, but you guys won't see that, unfortunately, so never mind. Anyway, thank you very much if you've actually taken the time to watch this particular video. What are we at now? 11 minutes recording. Right, stop it now, stop it. So thank you very much if you've taken the time to get to the end of this. I really do appreciate it. Let me know some thoughts about some of the future series if you think any of those sort of suggestions might be any good. And yeah, again, thank you very much. So until next time, adios.